Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'm taking all the grace. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, and you can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. Mr. E, is a beautiful cold day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listener.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, 88.9 WMVA FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and shout out.
Please like, share, comment, and we'll follow us also. And go to Crystal Records 1 and subscribe to our channel, CRISTO. That's at YouTube. And we promise we'll shout you out.
Just want to let all our listening audience know, Miss Hinton, before we go a little further, that they can see every one of our shows right there on YouTube.
Yes, go there and you'll see the live show. Just click on live. You'll see our day show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then you'll see our After Dark, FYI After Dark, which is on Monday evenings at 6 p.m.
Yeah, y'all.
Mr. E.
Yes.
What day is it today?
Today is Hump Day.
A great hump day.
Yeah.
You all should be up and popping. It's the middle of the week.
That's right. And I just got paid through the middle of the week. No.
All right. Sound like Friday to me. But anyway, it's our Wednesday segment. What's under the hat? Issues concerning you, man.
That's right. Issues concerning the brotherhood. So now we have a twist for you today.
Yeah, we have a young lady here, as a matter of fact. Maybe she'll tell us some secrets on you guys about this wonderful, great subject. We have Miss DIANE Lee of Lee Tax Services. Good morning, DIANE. How are you?
Just fine this morning.
Thank you so much for taking your precious time to be with us on FYI Radio Show.
Thank you for inviting me and informing the community of what I do.
You know, DIANE, everybody probably after this will think about you, especially this time of year. It is that time again, and for some, people are seriously thinking about their taxes. and everything. We're going to tell our audience a little bit about you so they can keep you in their mind, because this is something that mostly all adults have to do. Mr. E?
That's right. Miss Diane Lee is the founder and the president of Lee Taxes. She is an expert in tax law field. She went to work for the Computer Tax, a Norfolk-based tax and bookkeeping firm, after finishing her business degree. After completing an essential tax law course, of which she finished first in the class, she went to work for Fortune 500 company Liberty Tax. After almost 20 years of tax business and with a spirit of giving back, she founded Lee Taxes. And we want to say good morning again to Miss Diane Lee.
Good morning, y'all.
Miss Diane Lee, don't you know that people get nervous during this time of the year? First of all, how do you, and we're going to talk about your services, but how do you calm the sea? How do you make people feel better about something that most of us, those that work and have businesses, have to do?
Well, first I let people know I'm your advocate. The IRS is sitting on $1.5 billion, and I'm trying to get all of that legally back to every client that I have.
Wow.
I'm trying to bring it back to our community.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. So they don't have to be afraid. You're there for them. But do you feel as though people are quite secretive when it comes to business and their money and giving up information for their taxes? Do people seem to be a little secretive and don't want to disclose certain things?
It is so funny you said that, because I tell people I am like your doctor and your lawyer. You must tell me the truth so I can help you.
Wow.
If I don't know all the facts, I can't help you to the fullest extent.
Absolutely. Tell us about starting Lee Tax Service. What made you go into being a tax agent or tax business, and some of the things that you all do at Lee?
Well, actually, like my bio said, I was working for a Fortune 500 tax company, of which all of us know. And I wasn't feeling good about it because the prices were just astronomically high. There's mostly our people. I excuse anybody get offended by that, but it was. And it just was not being treated right. It was just a number. Next, next, next. So I stood in there embarrassed and ashamed, and I said, what can I do for my people? And then it came to me, I created a little $100 bill and started passing them out and gave everybody their $100 discount to start with. And I said, I can do this just as well as they are doing it and give my people a break. So that's how I started.
Yes.
Do you believe that when you started that folks has been honest with you about their taxes, and how far back can you go in taxes?
Well, I have a way of making people tell me everything, because I'll be like, are you sure there's not something else? I'm going to find out anyway, because the IRS will let me know. And they say, well, okay, I'll tell you. So I have a way of disarming people so they trust me with this. They think it's secret, but the IRS already know.
Oh, wow.
And I can go back 3 years. Actually, that is my specialty. I'm a back tax surgeon. And that's because taxes season is now, so I do current tax all year round. I focus on old taxes that's in your drawer. I go back to 2020, 21, and 22. I do amended returns all year.
Wow.
California to Kuwait. I had a gentleman in Saudi Arabia over the weekend that called me with returns. Yes, there's $1.5 billion just sitting there unclaimed. And that's my company's specialty, actually.
Wow. So your services are, tell us some of the services that come under Lee.
Well, I have quite a bit. Like I said, the first one is back tax and this. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get that if you qualify for either $1.5 billion that has just laying there unclaimed. And when I find it, the IRS has to pay my clients an interest check on top of the money they left on the table through their CPA, their grandmother, or their neighbor, or somebody done it for them free.
Okay.
Free is not always free. Sometimes you're missing thousands of dollars.
Wow.
So my reviews are free. If I don't find any money, there's never a charge.
You mean to tell me if you don't find folks money, it's a free charge?
It's a free review. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Well, how do you make money if you do taxes for free?
Well, the way I make money is 97% of people do have money left in the bank.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I can lose 3% to get to 97.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
So tell us, this is tax time. Is it like overwhelming for you? Is it so many people rushing in, or do people lag and linger? And are there many people that have not paid taxes in years that you have to bring them up?
I'm finding out a lot of people have been scared to do their taxes, and I encourage them, come on in, let's get caught up. I had a young lady, she had 17 years of back taxes
Wow.
to catch up with. And
Wow.
I told her, and she owed a lot of money. I said, you know what? The law is you don't have to go back past 10 years if they have not paid anything to you.
Oh,
She said, what?
wow.
I said, yeah, call them and tell them you're going to start at 2000, I think it was 10. So she
Amazing.
called them. They said, well, okay, you can start at 7. I said, no, we call them and tell them the law is you don't have to start at 16. They didn't even tell her the truth when they called her, when she called them. I had to make her call them back. So I saved her a lot of years of not having to do it in money that she just don't have to pay them now.
Oh,
A lot of people don't realize they don't call you in a certain amount of years, you're good.
Wow. They gave some stimulus checks out, and
you trying to get some money. Go ahead, Mr.
and I'm trying to get some of that stimulus money. They gave some.
It's so funny you said that, sir. That is my priority right now
Wow.
because time is getting ready to expire. Every United States citizen, no matter where they live in the world, military is included, was supposed to get, most of them were supposed to get $1,200, $600, and $1,400.
Whoa.
That goes for prisoners, homeless, people who've never worked a day in their lives, but they're 17 and above, college kids. Everybody was supposed to get it. And a lot of people, they may have gotten one, but I'm encouraging them to hurry up and come on board, give me a call. Don't miss out on the other two because you qualify. You're supposed to get off of it.
Are there penalties?
Very, very important right now.
Wow. Are there penalties for not filing? Or what could happen to you if you haven't filed for a while, for years?
Well, if they owe you nothing because they gladly keep your money.
Oh.
They won't even send you a letter saying, you haven't filed. Come on and file.
Oh, my
They're probably behind the scenes saying, oh, we hope she don't file. We hope she don't
So
file.
we can keep
We
this.
got $5,000 belong to her. We hope she don't file.
Oh, my. So,
the ones who do owe money,
yes.
they're going to be penalized for not filing,
Oh.
penalized for late filing, and penalized for not paying their bill.
Amazing.
So that's why I encourage people, come on and face the judge and let's go ahead and get this done.
What are some of the penalties that happens to non-tax, folks who have not filed, but they filed late, and that owe. If you owe tax, what are the penalties?
Oh, they can levy your house, your job. They have all kind of laws that they can use against you. All kinds. That is not a position you want to be in. I know you are scared to face it, but it's cheaper to face it than the things they will put you through. Especially if you have a family to support.
Yes.
They will take almost all of your money.
Now, it was one time where the IRS would come in and bust your everything up. I think President Clinton kind of put a stop to some of that stuff going on. But at one time, they didn't play. They'd come in and bust up everything you got, looking for what they want.
Well, let me tell you a little tidbit that most people don't know. You're correct in that. The federal government now cannot take every dime of your money. But
Wow.
Who?
Yes, who can?
The
The
state.
state of Virginia.
I figured that. Oh, Lord.
They can take every dime of of your wage you earn that year you owe them. And I know this by a direct example. Client called me crying, Miss Lee, they took every dime of my money. I said, no, baby, they can't do that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I marched her down to the Commissioner of Revenue in Hampton. And they said, ma'am, Miss Lee, yes, we can take every dime of her money. And we did. We have a special arrangement. And excuse me, y'all, but I wanted to say, with who? The devil? I need to take a family every dime that can't feed their children that way.
What about
Virginia has to, don't mess around with Virginia.
Don't mess with Virginia.
Ruthless, and she takes every dime of your money legally.
What happens if a man or a woman that owes back child support when they come to file? You know, because now they got jobs and they owe child support. What happens to their their income tax return?
Well, I encourage them to go ahead and do. A lot of people who owe child support won't do their tax returns. They don't want the money taken. And I tell them to do the taxes. Take that money. They're going to take it anyway. You're getting ahead of your child support if you go ahead and do your taxes. Because they're going to come after you anyway eventually. And it's the same thing for the stimulus. One of those stimulus checks they can take for back child support.
Wow.
But guess what? If you just get your check, go ahead and do the paperwork and get your stimulus. The government is helping you pay your child support.
Oh, wow.
Say for instance,
For the
the
stimulus check,
$1,400 you get on the stimulus, but they keep it and put it towards your child support. Guess what? The government just paid $1,400 in your child support.
Amazing.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, that's
But
a
if you
good way.
don't do it, you're going to lose the $1,400 and you're still going to owe $1,400 in child support. So get that tax done.
Who needs to file taxes?
Ma'am?
Who needs to file taxes? I know this time of the year, those at work, but what about businesses? How does it work? Tell us about businesses as, you know, and the ordinary person at work.
Well, see, businesses, a lot of times, people don't want to deal with all the, there's a lot more to a business tax than just a regular tax.
Okay.
But I encourage people to go ahead and get it done. And I encourage business people to do a quarterly estimated payment. Because unlike a wage earner, you don't have anybody to take out your taxes every week to pay your tax bill when it comes. You are responsible for your own tax bill. So a lot of business people don't want that big tax bill at the end of the year, but I tell them to put a little away every quarter so you will have the money saved for the bill. Every business person owes a tax bill. That's what we want to have. We want to have made money so we owe tax.
Yes.
It's kind of odd, but if you make money, you're going to owe taxes, and that's a good thing because you made
Some money.
When we look at
people don't see it that way a lot.
I know it.
when we look at families and divorce rates and separations, and people separate daily. When we look at families and boyfriends trying to claim their children, how does that work, Miss Lee?
Well, they're really cracking down on that right now. And actually, that's earned income credit when you carry dependent children on your tax return. They are holding those taxes up like this.
Yes.
They're scrutinizing it with a fine-tooth comb. Back in the day, people used to claim their niece and nephew, blah, blah, blah. Now they make you totally prove it.
Wow.
And they scrutinize it. I think this year is February the 15th. They won't even look at those until the
Wow.
middle of February. So people with earned income, they are delayed from the start because they're scrutinizing it. And it's kind of bad because it's a way of auditing the poor people, but the rich people, they don't get audited like that.
Whoa.
Because that's a quick audit. All you gotta do is look at it or send them a letter, and you can take their money away. With the rich people, you gotta do a lot to get their money from them.
What are some of the new things that are on the tax preparers bracket now with folks who are filing taxes? What are some of the new things that they can file now?
Well, right now they re-implemented the child tax credit. That was it, ready to go away. Well, they just recently passed that, and that's a big piece of money to have. And make sure your tax person gives you credit for that. Give you credit for that big tax credit. And another thing a lot of people don't know about college education credit. If you have a child, I just did this to a gentleman in Saudi Arabia over the weekend. His son had went to college last year, or year before last, but the tax person didn't put it on there. I amended it to his college credit on, and he got $2,500 just for his son being in college.
That is
So the
amazing.
government gives you money if you have a college kid.
Yes. What about audit? Let's talk about audit a little bit. I know you mentioned it. Who gets audited, and why would they get audited?
Well, my personal opinion is, like I just kind of said, most earned income people get automatic audited. Automatic audited. They just scrutinize them more so. But business people are the second group of people that get audited. Because they don't, and the main thing is because they don't keep good records. You know, that's one of my hardest things with my clients, is get them to, system where they're writing down things. Take one day of the week and just add up all your categories of expenses. They just don't want to do it. They want to put it on a sheet, a spreadsheet. I said, no, I have to have it a certain kind of way so I can know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's very hard to get people to keep the records of mileage. Just put it in your thing on top of your visor, and when you get in your car, just write it down.
What about receipts? What about receipts? People, I noticed that sometimes people don't have receipts. They'll come in and they'll have, information on paper. Yeah, well, I spent this much, but where are your receipts? Are they required to have the receipts now, this day and time?
They really are, and I stress that to them. But like you said, most of them don't. But they'll give you a general estimate. I kind of track them down week by week. Okay, where to go, blah, 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 blah. And we have to recreate it. And it's very close, but I have to say it's not exact. So the next year, I make them do it exact.
It seemed like they would keep up and could keep up because of the accounting through your banks. I mean, they give you everything, your spreadsheets, what you bought. Even if you go to the grocery store, whatever you're buying, it seems like people could get receipts easily because now we're doing digital for everything.
Well, that's true, but most of the time you have to do a business account. And you just use that card and that account for business transactions only. Right. Most people want to cross over business and personal money. Yes. And that's not good. You have a business. I get it. You can't figure out which one is business, which one is this, and you can't use personal for this.
Miss Diane, I want to say good morning to our guest that's tuning in, Miss Sheila Robbins. Thank you so much for tuning in, along with Greyhound Z01. We want to say good morning to our listening audience. Our special guest is none other than Miss Diane Lee of Lee Tax Service. Miss Lee, give them your telephone number and your address where they and do you have appointments or do you have walk-ins?
Well, my phone number is 757-310-4040. And I always tell everybody, way to remember, if you don't have a pen and paper right now, there's always 3 1040s we print out. One for you, one we send off to the IRS, and one we keep for our records. So it's always 340, that's my number, 340, 40. I got it wrong. 31040, 40.
Yeah.
I'm nervous on the
You doing a wonderful job.
3104040. What is that, y'all?
That's right. That's right. You got it.
40.
And they can 40. Yes. 40. Yeah. And they can also get you through your email.
Say that again?
Your email address.
Yeah. Which is atleetax@yahoo.com. ATLEETAX@yahoo.com. Yes.
Wow. What is one? Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Lee.
Miss Lee, Miss Lee, there's a lot of people around here need to file 1099s, and what are 1099s?
Well, it's a lot of different 1099s. Some of them are miscellaneous income, and that's the majority. Uber drivers and that stuff like that. They get a 1099, which kind of automatically put them in a business rank.
Okay.
Because they had to drive to make that money. They had expenses to make that money. But the thing about that, all your taxes are your own responsibility. The company that gave you that 1099 has no responsibility to take any tax money out. You're on your own.
So you had to pay that.
And that goes back to what I said earlier. Every quarter, as a business person, put a little money away that you don't touch.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Sam is going to be looking for it. You can look at it.
And he don't play.
He do not play.
Yeah.
You want to play with it?
That's it. It is really something how people, feel as though, tax this time of the year is a scary, but a lot of people are looking forward to making, that money back. Why do you feel that we have to take taxes anyway if they're going to return it? What is the science behind that?
The idea of tax return, in my opinion, is that you break even.
Oh.
If you get a refund, the most time you have given the government a year-long tax, interest-free loan.
Okay.
They just have your money at their disposal to do whatever they want to do with the money that the government has.
Amazing.
So that money is yours. You're taking it out every week. Your employer's taking it out every week. But I would have less taken out so that you either break even or you just owe them a couple hundred. But you didn't give them, say you get a $3,000 refund. They had your $3,000 the whole year doing what they want to do with it. And a lot of other millions of other people $3,000.
Wow.
Interest free.
Miss Lee,
So put your own money in a little CD or something, earn you a little money during the year, and then you take off what Uncle Sam owes and keep a little less for yourself.
For our listening audience that's, getting ready to start jobs, getting out there and they got to fill out that W-2, how many do they claim?
Right.
What would you recommend for a single man, single woman, single man, or married for them to deduct? Is it true that the more you claim, the more money you make back during the year, the less you claim, the more money you make back at the end of the year?
Well, that is true, but you have to decide whether you want to. A lot of people want more money back during the year, and I understand that because the cost of living is so high now. But you still have a tax bill at the end of the year. So I don't recommend trying to get the most money back during the year. I do not, unless you're going to put that money in CD.
Okay.
But most, and get some interest for yourself in the year. But most of us don't do that. We just get that money back that's in our hands and we spend it during the year. And like I said, December 31st, Uncle Sam is looking for his money.
Wow.
So it depends on what your tax strategy to have the money at your leisure to invest, if you can control yourself like that. Or if you know you're not a good saver, and a lot of us are not good savers, go ahead and do the most. Put as many as less deductions down as you can so that you keep as much money and you'll have it December 31st.
All right. Ms. Diane Lee, give us your number again, and we want to thank you so much for being on with us and teaching us about tax time.
Thank you. My number is 757-310-40.
All right.
Call me because I have all kind of I have $1,000 raffles and I have ambassadorships that's available. You can have parties, review parties for every 10 persons you refer to me. I give you $500 all over the world, and I'm going to have the most referrals is going to get $10,000 at the end of the year. I mean, $10,000. I'm so sorry. $1,000 at the end of the year. And everybody that comes to use my service is going to be in a $1,000 raffle.
Wow.
Somebody's going to win it at the end of the year.
Thank you, Ms. Diane Lee, Lee Tax Service.
It was
Thank you. Have a
Thank you.
wonderful day.
You
You
too. Thank you.
you all come over here for a little while. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on Fun Friday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show. Our special guest has been none other than Miss Diane Lee. And for more information, give her a call at 757-310-4040. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9, Peace 95.3 on all social medias and WPCE 1400. Have a wonderful, wonderful hump day.
Oh wow! Talking about this time of the year, I can imagine people are rushing so they can get
Panicking.
that money back. Some of them scared, shaking under the
Panicking.
bed. But the way she tells it, Mr. E, and how she introduces her business kind of gives you a feeling of security. Like,
That's
hey,
right.
I'm here for you. I'm an advocate, and no matter what the situation is, I can help you to fix it.
You know, Miss Hinton, when we talk about taxes, you don't find too many companies
Mhm.
that's going the distance to find you money. She said that her specialty is to find,
Ooh, to find
you
some money.
And the thing about it is, as she began to give her advertisements and her closing, she said if you come to her service, you can be in $1,000 raffle. And she just want to give money
I love
for
that.
you, for all the listening audience, so that they can, make money. And she wants you to be comfortable about who you are. And
Yes.
guess what? If I was you, if you don't have a CPA, go over there and see Miss Diane Lee at Lee Tax Services and give her a
Absolutely.
call at 757-301-310-4040.
All right, that's 757-310-4040.
Right.
Her email address is at leetax@yahoo.com. ATLEETAX@yahoo.com. If you've been scared, haven't been paying no taxes, and you want to get it done, you don't want to keep running from the IRS, give her a call.
There was some great information that you gave about the taxes. If you haven't
Yes.
filed taxes in a long, long, long time, she said if they ain't come at you at this fault,
They not
this point
gonna-
of the junction, all you need to do is say, let me start a filing. And she said, go from the 2010 and go from there and start filing from there and go ahead and get back on track.
They just have your money. She said they don't really want you to call them.
Especially if they don't pay you some money.
That's amazing. But can you imagine? And she mentioned it, all the money sitting there just waiting for folk to receive, and folk just won't pursue. But anyway, it's that time again. I think I've seen the Liberty folk with the
dancing in
with
the
the
street,
green outfit on and twirling the thing. Lord, I don't know how they do it. But it's that time again, and you all go ahead and take care of your business. She's there to help. If you need a consultation, if you want to know more, just like Mr. E said, you're just getting into the workforce, or you're just starting a business. If you need to get that information, just go ahead. A lot of people, when it comes to money and finances, Mr. E, and we're going to be talking about this at another time as well, they bring a lot of things like fear and shame in it, wherein there are remedies for our problems. Sometimes people hide in the closet their finances because they are, a mess, tore up, they're in debt and things like that. But, I feel as though she is saying, come on out the closet. Let's talk and let's get things done, but you got to be honest. Honesty is a part of finances.
That's right. And for those who just starting businesses, and you might have started a business during the pandemic, and you need to talk to a tax preparer. Look, that's who you need to talk to. Talk to Miss Lee and tell her you heard it on FYI Radio Show. And hey, and she'll look out for you.
Absolutely.
Because this tax season, and as hard as government is now with the GOP and the scrutiny on the presidents and all that stuff, treason, and everybody just want to do their thing, and the government is mixed up. You don't want your money mixed up in all that stuff that we see going on in political. We don't want our money to be tangled up, tied up in somebody else's business, somebody controlling our money, so we want our money to be released. Send a check. Well,
Miss E, that's what I was going to mention. How good do you feel? She said there's money coming for some folk. She was like 1,200, 1,400, 900. Who is that that's going to be getting all that? And when we going to get it?
That with that stimulus money.
That stimulus money. She said she'll find that for you.
That's right. I want to know if I qualify, because, I want that 1,200. I want that stimulus free money. And then they said if you owe child support, that stimulus money would pay your child support bill.
Ooh, that's amazing. I know people like that.
That'll be $1,400 you don't have to pay. But Miss Hinton, as we begin to look at it, at that $1,200, $700, is that per child? $1,200 per child.
I think you can get a lot of money with having these youngins.
And that's if you got 2 children, that's $2,400 off the bat that you can file.
Yes. So anyway, you all know it's that time of the year. Don't be scared. Go on and do what you got to do. Get it straight, so you won't have to worry about the IRS or nobody else come busting up.
That's
and Mr.
right.
E, that was the truth. She said, and she said, yes, that was the truth. They used to come and bust folk up.
That's right.
For their money, and it wasn't right. President Clinton put a stop to that mess that the IRS were the rogue, the mafia. You couldn't act like that.
That's right.
You got he put a stop to it where they had to do it. They had that certain protocol they had to do it. They could not come in and tell you it. But she said the state is gonna come and they're gonna take it by any means necessary.
When the state of Virginia, she said the state of Virginia, she said she don't play with her money. When the state of Virginia come, listen to me, listen to us real good, y'all out there. That's if you gonna file taxes, go ahead and file taxes. Do the right thing and file taxes, and don't be surprised. So you won't be surprised with all this extra money that they got coming. That you'll be qualified to receive that extra money. There's a lot of people, Miss Hinton, that don't want to go over the limit, of disability and money that they're making. And I forgot to ask, if you making disability, do you have to file taxes on that disability money?
Yeah. But anyway, hopefully we'll have her on again, or have her on our FY After Dark. We're going to be talking about finances and real estate and who should buy and sell. We're going to kind of keep you all in the loop about, how you can make it financially. People are making more money than they ever have, especially African-American people. I mean, they are billionaires now. Come on,
right.
Billionaire, multi-millionaires. And it's so much money out here. You just have to learn how to go out here and get it, to know where it is and how to get that that money, honey.
And one of the questions I forgot to ask her, who had the hard time of filing taxes? Does the men have it hard?
I think she mentioned something.
Or the women?
I'm not sure, but we'll find out. But anyway, listen, we're going to talk with you all again on Fun Friday. We're going to also have some Sunday, y'all. Sunday, Mr. E. Sunday, let's go ahead and prepare. Super Bowl. If you all want to join us, we're going to be popping in and out. You all want to kind of join us as we watch the Super Bowl via StreamYard. You all can be part of what we do. We just need your email address.
That's right. Just want to let them know on Friday, our special guest will be a lady by the name of Sandy. The information that I gathered from Miss Sandy is she's got an organization for hard-hardened criminals. If you know someone that's a criminal and getting ready to get out, you need to pay close attention to the show coming in here on Friday, because these hard-hardened criminals, these are the ones that just coming back on the street, and they're bringing them, introducing them to the community again. Mass murderers and things of that nature, getting out of penitentiary, who's supposed to spend life and die in the penitentiary, that did so many decades, and now they're on their way out on the streets. So you pay close attention to our Friday show.
Absolutely. We want to again say, Black History Month is here. This is the month that we celebrate and teach about our history, and we're going to be talking more on after Friday's after show. A little bit about our history and things like that, ladies in history. So please join us. But don't forget now, we need to have your email address and things like that for you all to join us for the Super Bowl. Also, don't forget the Ladies Spy, the Royal Ladies Spy. Don't forget bulvic.com, BULVIC. You all go up there. There's information up there through our blogs, through through our pages. There's books up there. You can get the ladies' books. You can get the game app. You all know we talk about it quite a bit. You can go to Google Play to get the game Bulvic, BULVIC, or you can go to apple.com for the game. You can get the books online anywhere, or you can go to Bulvic Academy, BULVIC Academy.com, and you can buy the books there. The links are there in the store, in the e-commerce store, and you can get that, again, along with some great information for parents and for students for schools. Also, we have a new course that's getting ready to come. It'll be here soon, but you can go online to the Bully Antidote and just see the description of what the course is going to be all about. But anyway, Mr. E will tell you how you can be a special guest sponsor intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest sponsor or intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. Again, the telephone number is 757-714-7861. Or you can inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Miss Hinton, I just want to let you know that everything, all the social media platforms are working just fine. I just checked Link, I just checked Facebook, just checked Instagram, and guess what? We are on and popping. And that's what it's all about, bringing you nothing but the very best in all social media. If you're sitting around your job and you can't hear us on the radio or via your phone, all you have to do is go to our link. That's right. Absolutely. Go to our link, FYI, and log into us.
All right. We love you. Thank you so much for your support, Sheila. Love you. All you all on Instagram, we love you. Just have a wonderful day. And we'll see you back here on Fun Friday.
That's right. Our girl ain't show up today. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, give us a call, 757-714-7861, or inbox us, or email us at FYIRadioshow@gmail.com. FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. 2 up, 2 down, VA.